there's going to be a bit of a well, it's going to be a relatively balanced session. I think there's going to be some combat.
We started that sentence like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. All right, there's going to be some there's going to be some exposition.
I can't do that again. I'll end up on another list.
Yeah, I think a bit of direction for the story.
Wait, direct. Okay, cool. That's fine. We'll be all right. Not on a list today.
You know what exposition is?
No. Bit of exposition. There's only direction, so that's an okay direction for. Carry on, guys.
Exposition, as in a comprehensive description and explanation of an idea or theory, aka story dump.
Yeah, so a lot of figuring out how Adfir has fucked up this world.
Yeah, boy.
Adfir starts a race war again. Oopsie.
Hopefully, it's just the one. Richard, you recorded yet?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Goody.
And begin.
Well, it's better than me panicking trying to be like, oh, when do I start?
When did you start?
Like a minute ago.
Roughly halfway through my third,
Yeah.
pre-attempt start sentence. Very good.
Yeah, I think I missed the first one, but I got the second two.
Very good, very good. So we, Adfir preached and started a fucking riot. And the riotous believers and followers of Yungtor sacked the temple of the sovereign in Amaranthine because they are a reasonable and balanced group of people. That last bit's not true.
Ooh, boys.
Lovely big smoke cloud over there from the temple.
I'm just glad the Hugo flag's gone.
Yeah.
So, in the aftermath of this, the city's a bit wild for a couple of days.
Wild, it was furious. Carry on.
There's a lot going on. Upheaval is the word of the day. There's not a huge amount. There's none of the ships are leaving the harbour. The what little control that what little control there is over Amaranthine in general is basically trying to contain this madness. So no one's coming or going just yet. They're just kettling it up to boil over and just calm the fuck down, as you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I mean, if there's a protest, you kettle them. That's really the goal.
Exactly. If I've learned anything from the British government, is that if people are angry at something, forcing them into confined spaces will make them calm down.
Yeah.
It has never gone wrong.
Nope, definitely not. So, your passage to Kirkwall has been stymied for now.
I think, understandably, probably
Yeah,
don't
no.
let the cunt that started this out of the city.
We should get that guy. Ooh.
Adfir's stunning acting skills come before yet again.
Is Adfir aware that he started this?
Oh yes, he knows.
Adfir is 100% aware, uncomfortably so.
He's unhappy about the situation, but he's aware.
Adfir is torn apart by this.
So, the party is stuck, as it were, in your current predicament. Not going nowhere just yet. And your fine fellow friends, Tedric and Hugo, have decided to take it upon themselves to leave Skogwoggle in the reasonable and sensible care of Ronwin and Adfir.
I think worryingly it's more Ronwin at this point.
Yeah, and they're actually attempting to find a captain who will take you away, essentially. But this has involved them doing a task for him that they don't think ever takes everybody, but it conveniently removes him from the media setting for, I don't know, probably the remainder of the session. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
We'll run with that. So they're busy securing passage. In the meantime, the three of you are essentially at a loose end. You have time to kill. Ironically, the calmest part of the city is actually closest to the ex-Temple of the Sovereign, for reasons unknown. It seems that the mob, whilst still rowdy, are slightly bothered by the sacrilege they've committed, so they don't like frequenting that place. Ruins of the Temple of the Sovereign and the immediate surrounding sort of square and how area streets are the quietest area, so that's where you find yourselves.
Just mooching about. Adfir, I imagine, has just been in a bit of a haze the last few days. He's not a drinker, but he's thought about it.
He's not a drinker, but he finds himself at a bar.
Just asked for the strongest milk they have.
It's Jersey milk.
With whiskey in it.
Does Adfir actually drink alcohol?
He's never tried it. He doesn't say. No, is it against his religion? It just never appealed to him.
I mean, if that's against your religion, Jesus, what did you do?
But he's certainly going to give it a try.
Right, Adfir is going to try booze. Clearly this can only end well. Adfir, would you like to have a constitution save, please?
Yeah.
Ronwyn, please roll me a perception check.
Oh, no.
Adfir, you try a mild ale. It's to your liking. You have 3 more.
Wow.
Ronwyn, you are hawk-eyed as ever, apparently, and are at present able to prevent Scubble's adolescent attempts to get drunk.
Damn it.
Oh. Oh.
Sure. What if I do this?
Scubble, whilst you are successful at occasionally minesweeping, like the classy teenager you are,
I'm okay with this.
Ronwyn, you rarely get far from Ronwyn before he notices your absence, so you feel a little bit giggly, but other than that, you struggle to reach what you think will be the peak inebriated state that you so desire.
As far as Goggle is concerned, he is wasted, and he is going to do the stereotypical like teenager thing of doing and pretending to be like off his face. He's going to be like, "Oh, I'm so crazily drunk," and like wandering around, even though he's probably just a bit buzzed.
It'd be a really interesting thing to mix with being able to conjure fire.
Yeah, I'm aware of this. I've got plans.
I'm currently very upset by the fact that there is a man outside my house in socks and fucking sandals.
Why?
Mate,
Is he wearing anything
sandals?
he's the hero you need but don't deserve.
No, actually, more to the point, it's not even like socks and sandals. He's wearing socks and flip-flops with like the bit that go between your toes, so he's had to force.
Oh no!
It's physically hurting me, if I'm honest.
You need to get him those socks that you have that are specifically designed so that they
I think what he needs is some shoes.
Anyway, sorry, that made me angry. I had to let that out.
Well, it's good not to boil this stuff inside, otherwise you'll
Exactly.
start.
The evening continues. The evening continues with relative calmness. Scarborough does get slapped. Something to do with a courtesan. However, after a few hours, you've had a relatively quiet evening, as evenings in the pub with the drunken Adfir go. A man bursts through the door of the inn, shouting for help. He's hollering and shouting about a fire, and there's problems, and everything is just real bad outside.
Ron was just looking at Skug, just like, but
Oh,
you're
yeah.
still here.
I can help with fire. If you need fire, I can make fire. Let's go. I can make some extra fire for you.
It's a time to have that talk about fighting fire with fire.
Frantically
not being a
informing you
literal
that there's
phrase.
far too much fire and it won't stop throwing more fire at other things.
Yeah, I can fix this. I can help. There'll be more fire. You need.
Has anyone ever explained to you how fighting
help
fire
with
with fire?
Therefore, it must mean that he needs to make a fire.
Adfir has been pretty maudlin the whole evening, just sort of like nursing his drinks. But upon hearing something where he might actually be able to help and not just kill hundreds of people by accident, he perks up and is sort of like, okay there, buddy. You just lead the way. We're here to help. And he's a little bit unsteady.
Just a little.
Just a little. He's all right. You're fine. He's fine to drive.
He's fine to drive.
Oh, good.
Don't take his keys.
Roman's going to follow the group, but just at a distance because he doesn't want to be associated with the Crusaders anymore.
All right.
Goggle is going to come along and keep an eye out on how best to set more things on fire.
Yeah, we're just gonna follow the boy.
All right.
Feels like Sam's unprepared. It's like,
How
Oh,
dare
mate.
is there such a thing?
I didn't think you were going to help
Follow
him.
I just brought point purely for just.
I was just making sure I was
Fella.
putting you on the. I was just making sure I was putting you on the right page. Because believe it or not, once or twice that hasn't gone so well.
You've learnt from a whole 2 weeks ago. I'm proud of you.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
Oh, dang.
Oh, we haven't had one of these in ages.
So there's a fire, and you're in the street, sort of leading onto the square where the temple was.
Beautiful.
Hmm.
And before you is a whole lot of fire. And it appears to be coming from sort of all the buildings nearer the square to you, or the ones that are on fire. It's kind of directly in front of you as you come out of the inn. And from the flames, a pretty unpleasant-looking figure emerges. And I would ask you all kindly to roll initiative.
But I don't want to.
As a 7-foot-tall, horned, flaming figure emerges from the flames to deal with you.
Oh, dang.
Is it Skug's real dad? Horns.
Just out of
Lots of
curiosity,
fire.
because I forgot to. Did we have a long rest at some point, please?
I figured because it was a couple days. But...
I'll allow it.
Oh, thank God, because I did not have enough health to fight Skug's god.
Skug is Skug's god. Just gonna put that out there.
What just happened? Strange things be occurring. Anyway, Skuggle,
My turn.
the turn is yours.
Excellent.
The cackling, horned, flaming beast is just sort of casually tossing a fireball in one hand.
I mean, I feel like this is going to become a competition. Oh, good, that's what I'm doing. Anyway, so the first thing Skuggle is going to do is fire a ray of frost at him.
I really thought you were just going to throw fire at him.
And do 2 cold damage if he's not immune, which he might be.
He is not immune to cold damage.
Excellent.
He does seem bothered by the iciness.
Just say he does seem bothered.
Yeah. That hits. 92 damage. Struggle, does that conclude your turn?
It does actually, yes. Fucking hitting the ground running, guys.
Alright, as your turn ends, the fiery beast appears to have gained his attention by pricking him with your icy needle. And he raises his hands either side of him and kind of turns white with heat. And everything gets a whole lot hotter.
Okay.
Good.
You can now see that aura, can you not?
Yes.
Good.
It's like one
Alright.
half of the screen is orange.
With Gate Gusto, he fires some handfuls of white hot flame. And he's going to take a first shot at Adfir. Adfir does a 16 hit.
No.
What about a 29? That's a nat 20. Jesus Christ.
Oh, dang. Oh, biscuits.
That's what happens if you start a crusade.
He doesn't know that.
Take 31 fire damage.
31.
18 plus 13 on a crit, yeah.
Fuck me.
I think this might just be Adfir's Folly Part 2.
Oh, biscuits.
I love this whole biscuits thing.
That concludes the big flame roar turn. With a cackle and a creak, he ceases his fireball. Roman!
I'm going to make it rain on Fireboy.
Ooh, okay. Extinguishing exposed flames.
Beat me to it.
I mean, water in of itself isn't going to do a huge amount.
Yeah, but if
all
I could
that
just
fire.
if I could just cool him down a little bit, and maybe put out some of the fire, and also just annoy him. Really,
Alright,
that's
you-
kind of Ronwin's thing.
You make it rain over the cackling demon,
No, don't throw money at him.
and
Shit joke.
you
So, guys.
could have misjudged the amount of water versus the amount of fire, because all you really succeed in doing is putting a very large cloud of steam.
Good. So he can't see me.
Adfir.
I'm just also
Okay.
going to stand behind this statue.
Adfir steps forward a little bit, and then he is gonna cast. Probably. Yeah, gonna go with Coal Lightning.
Bless you.
Down on that boy.
Bless you.
Oh. Ooh, Adfir went there.
So he needs to do a dex save. DC 14.
That's a failure.
Haha! 14 lightning damage.
Just want to know what happens when you hit fire with lightning. Happens.
I think lightning wins.
Lightning.
As you're outdoors, there is a big old cloud above you now. So there is a light rain. So it appears to having some effect on the buildings that are on fire, but the big flame boy himself is on fire.
Okay.
Probable.
Well, Skarkle is going to, for his bonus action, empower his Mantle of Flame.
Reddit thinks lightning could put a fire out. I trust Reddit, they're scientists, all of them.
Because why the fuck not? Let's have a go, see what happens. And I'm gonna shoot fucking Scorching Rays at this guy and see what happens.
That is fire damage, yes?
It's fire damage and there's 3 rays. This can only end well.
If you supercharge him...
That is a miss and a hit and a hit.
You know that 2 damage you did last turn?
And your little rays of heat appear to just sort of dissipate on contact without any.
Okay, so
Oh, it's better than healing him, I suppose.
just immune. That's fine. That is the test completed, guys.
Alright. This is a big flame boy's turn. And come in for cuddles.
Wait, what?
And in a flash, he teleports to your side. And with great gusto, he is gonna do some. The heat that he exudes is increased to even higher levels. And can you roll me a Constitution saving throw and also take. Bear with me.
Do I have advantage because I want it?
No.
Where's T-Drake?
I didn't realise how much I relied on him to survive. Wait, how much damage was it?
It is 18 fire damage.
Okay.
Are you sure it's 18?
I am sure it's 18. That was.
Are you sure it's not even maybe one hit point less?
If I'm honest,
How have you lost that much health already?
He hit me, fucking critted me.
I
Adfir
mean-
down.
yes,
To be
it is
fair,
18.
you kind of deserved
More
it.
significantly, that was literally one of the worst damage rolls I've ever had. That damage was 7d8, and I rolled 4 2s, a 1, and a 3 out of 6.
Okay, yeah.
That could have been so much worse.
Adfir is down.
Good.
Brilliant. So, questions.
Does it matter if
say
we just leave?
the passing and the failing of the con save?
Who passed the con save? Scrumble will pass the con save. Nobody else passed the con save. Scrumble, you take half damage.
I'm also resistant to fire damage, so do I take an additional half again?
Yes.
So it was 18, half to 9, so what, 4?
Yep.
To round down?
Stupid fire boy.
Yeah, boy.
Roman,
The real question is, do I run away like a little bitch?
as you've start your turn in this unpleasant heat bath, take 2d10 radiant damage.
Radiant damage? Oh. Do you want to roll that or shall I? Okay, yep.
Right ahead of you, buddy.
That's good because I'd have rolled higher than that. Oh shit! Why is that not a bonus action? But it'll probably die if I. Fine. I'm gonna just scoot round the fire boy. I'm gonna say excuse me very politely. Then I'm going to touch Adfir.
Alright, Adfir is stabilised.
Hey.
This is a fight that I am not built for. just no.
Yeah, that's really
Adfir,
yeah.
you
That,
are stable.
Yay! I'm not able to act though, am I? I'm not making death saving throws.
If you roll a death saving, tell you what, roll a death saving throw. If you get 20, you can hit point. Tough luck, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh!
Okay, so Skargorgol is still not built for this, so he is going to he's going to cast Ray of Frost again. Yes, mate, and miss. And then he will Misty Step to. What's the range of Misty Step? I don't fucking know. I should know this. $30 Excellent. Too far that way. There we go. So there. And that'll be his go.
Alright, it's Bernie Boy's go.
good.
He is frustrated at Skargorgol's adolescent escapism.
Good. Chase him.
Follow him.
Creating attacks of opportunity.
Yeah. I'm just gonna hit him. I am not a good fighter.
That's not a hit.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be.
Did he attack me?
I don't want to have to explain to Teedrick why his kid's dead.
Yes. Does a 25 hit.
Yes.
Take,
Yes, it does.
take 18 fire damage, half to 9.
Excellent.
With a fizzle, the blazing heat around the unpleasant fireboy fades.
Oh, thank fuck for that.
Sweet.
Ronwin, it is your turn.
Adfir, what
Yes.
size are you?
Medium.
Fuck.
I'm not a small creature.
Well, there goes my dimension door idea. Guess you're just gonna die there, mate.
Do you not have any heals?
I know I do, but they're all in action, and I want to
He's
try.
got plans.
I've got to try and do some damage.
Yeah.
I mean, Adfir can probably do more damage than you.
Just gonna pop my
Yeah,
guardian
pretty
of
good.
faith just next to him, like right next to him.
Hang on, let me just see what that. So somewhere there.
Yeah, I was thinking just. Yeah,
Fair.
would Skug get flanking from my spirit guardian?
I don't think so.
Then yeah, I'll put it between me and the thing.
Alright.
So yeah, I guess is that Does this count as the first time on his turn? Because if so, he takes 20 radiant damage.
Yeah,
if he fails a
moves
dex
in-
save.
It moves within 10 feet of the Guardian on the first time on a turn. So it is now, for the first time on a turn, it's within 20 feet. He takes 20 radiant damage.
Well, on a failed dex save.
Alright. Yep, that's fail.
Nice.
I don't even need to ask what the check is, I can tell you that's a fail.
Yeah, that's my turn. That's unless there's a bonus.
Adfir.
Wait, as a bonus action, could I drag Adfir away a little?
I mean, yeah.
Can I just pull him back to like here?
Yeah, I'll take all your movement though.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just in case he does his big like aura thing, then Adfir will be less dead.
Reasonable. Adfir. You are stable. Roll me a death saving throw.
Hi-oh!
Have a hit point.
Yeah!
And I'm feeling generous, so have a turn.
Oh, even better. Alright. Adfir would like to.
Run straight back into the fight.
He's gonna reach the sky because his other storm didn't work very well, so he's gonna use a slightly different storm. He's gonna use a sleet storm. 40-foot radius.
.40-foot radius.
Yep.
Hang on, let me size that for you quickly. Wait, so that's 80 foot across.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, fuck those flames.
Nearly that. Where are you centering that?
That's big.
Like on him?
Yeah, sort of like,
You want it to hit you, I guess is the question.
I want it to hit sort of like him and this side, like this,
There.
like all of this business. Yeah, like that'll be good, so I can get some of these flames as well. Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Alrighty. Right, the flames within the ice storm are doused.
That's good. For a second, I thought they were getting bigger.
That'd be bad.
Just these are some weird flames. They're powered by snow, man.
Right, deck save, yeah? Yep. Another failure. Scubble, roll me a deck save, please.
Deck save. I'm pretty good at deck saves.
Yep.
Hey,
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Is that good? Bad?
Yeah, no, you're fine. The other guy falls prone.
Sweet.
He is prone. Scubble, you're standing over the prone, flaming, angry man.
I'm going to. I wonder what I'm going to do, guys. I think I'm going to cast Ray of Frost.
One day that'll work.
And
Don't
do
you have advantage because he's prone, or something?
I'm pretty sure this only applies to melee attacks.
Oh yeah, no, I think you're right.
Not much you gain by throwing something at someone on the ground unless it's standing up.
Yeah.
Fair one.
And then I'm just going to back the fuck away.
He will not receive an attack opportunity because he is prone.
That is why I was.
But the ice storm is difficult terrain, so I'm going to ask you to recalculate that. Movement.
Less impressive, but there we go.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's my boys go.
All right, prone man is prone.
Can I get a dex save for 20 radiant damage?
Another failure.
Oh, that's another 20 damage. Man, I should use this thing more often.
Wait, what is your spell DC?
15.
Oh yeah, that's fair enough.
I am surprisingly wise. Considering in the last fight I ran away from everyone and just stood on a bridge in the way.
Yeah, I remember that.
Alright. So you're gonna all rise and stand back up. And chase down Skull. And beat him over the
How
head.
much movement does he have, though?
Skull will take 19 fire damage, half to...
Before, how much movement does he have? Because he's got to get up using up his movement, and then it's rough terrain.
Yep, so he has 40 feet of movement, so he's 20 feet
Damn
left,
it.
and he has 10 feet left.
Motherfucker. Okay, so how much damage am I taking? How much damage is that? 19?
19.
Halved. Maybe 9.
Yeah.
Damn, son.
Okay. Ronwyn.
How much movement do I have? Not that many. Okay, how big's the... How big's that? Wait, I've forgotten what the... What's the radius on Spirit Guardians again? 15 feet? Yeah.
Like 15 feet, I think.
Cool. I'm gonna just run up to here. And then... Boom! Spirit Guardians as well.
You want to do the aura or shall I?
Done it!
Okay, your spirit guardians, which appear to be small flying angry gnomes, as in garden gnomes, appear around you in a cloud of midget rage.
They've all got small man syndrome. And that's a wisdom save.
First time he enters today, he's going to roll a wisdom save. And that's a natural 1, so we're going to take it.
So that's 3d8 radiant damage.
Roll the dice. He seems upset about this. Can't mean everything he can do.
Understandably, he's being attacked by gnomes.
Adfir is gonna... Where is he? I'm gonna cast... Spiritual Weapon. Yeah, just level 2.
Whereabouts?
Like just over here.
Right, there's your little spiritual sword. Little spirit gang over there. That's a hit.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Skoggle. This fearsome form beast is no longer quite so fearsome.
Well, I'm gonna bravely Ray of Frost it.
Oh shit, you
Hey!
finally did it.
Oh, sorry, that's meant to be 9 force damage. It's meant the damage is meant to be plus my spellcasting ability modifier as well. Sorry, I'll change that.
Meant to be 9, did you say?
Yeah, 9.
So additional 3 damage. That's fine. Skoggle, you hit with your Ray of Frost. You do not crit.
That's fine.
4 damage. Does that conclude your turn?
Yeah, that does. Yeah.
Alright. He starts his turn and rolls a dex save and a wisdom save.
Yes.
Yep.
What's the DCs for those?
15.
For both.
Yeah.
Alright, the
Well,
wisdom save
dex
he
save.
passes.
Oh, so that's
Dex
10
save.
radiant damage.
Is it reduced to 10?
Yeah, it's 10.5 on a fail.
He
That was,
also
that was the wisdom save.
Oh, the wisdom save, it's... Oh.
The dex he fails, wisdom he passes.
Oh, Dex failed, that's... Dex is 20 radiant damage and he's... That Spirit Guardian's gone.
Spirit Guardian is gone, as is your fiery enemy.
And he takes half of that for the other one. Oh, cool.
Always.
I like auras.
Okie dokie, guys. I'm a little sore. Adfir would like to. He's gonna manipulate the clouds around, so he kind of like douses the rest of it as well.
Okie doke.
Goggles is going to try and like help
Keep them
the
all
fire.
burning.
Yeah. Just a firebolt, not a fireball, just a firebolt every now and then when none of them are looking. And just keep saying that he missed a bit. just literally just random piles of like debris just on fire.
Adfir, can you roll me a perception check? There we
Way
go.
ahead of you.
Adfir, you pick up on this and you have Ronwyn restrain your troublesome small friend.
Cuffs him around the head.
Don't make me start a crusade on
really
you.
in the mood for that right now, old scuggy old chum.
Says Adfir through gritted
Okay.
teeth.
He's nursing quite the hangover. Is there anything left of that fireboy's body?
A whole lot of ashes.
Just ashes, nothing else.
There's a few like he had like hands and his head, and his head had like a kind of, I want to say, I'd say helmet, but it wasn't. It was seemed to be pretty integral with horns on it, and he had some kind of glovey things that are kind of still there.
Okay.
They're not really wearable as such, but they are present.
Could I wear them?
No, they don't fit. They're not. They're kind of. They look like they were part of his hands, but they're almost like skeleton hands rather than like actual gloves.
I take the skull thing just as like evidence, or like to try and like see if I can find someone who knows anything about that.
Add to your inventory a horned fire demon skull.
Okay.
That's what you identified it is, not what it necessarily actually is. No.
Are there any other cool things there that Scud can take that might be fire related?
Just the hands.
The hands.
Oh, have we got
God,
another?
It's happening again.
I'm gonna take the hands.
This is how all hand collections start.
Why do we have characters collecting hands?
It sounds even better out of context.
Yep.
Where is the guy who like grabbed us, who was like told us to like run through, still there?
I mean, he's probably in the pub.
Just fucking...
Just, I didn't think you'd actually go, guys.
It like kicks the fucking door in. There's a, where is the old little old son of a gun that told us about the fire?
A shuddering man approaches from the back of the inn. I'm here.
What the frick was that?
I don't know. There was just all the fire and it was horrible.
What? How did it get there? Like, what? That just didn't come from nowhere.
It came out of the ruins of the temple.
temple?
It seemed angry.
Was there
Bronwyn
anything
just
else?
looks at Adfir like, this is your fucking fault.
Aren't you the guy who preached?
Bronwyn's just standing there just nodding. Like, yeah, it was him.
Adfir turns around and walks out. Adfir he's also going to take... I'm going to take some time to heal up. I'm going to get, like, Skug and Ronwyn together, and we're going to do a little prayer of healing. There we go. That's 7 healing.
Thanks. That's probably really taken a dent off the damage you took.
Back up to 8 health. So that guy said it come out of the temple, eh?
Do
Alright,
you
guys.
investigate?
Yes, Adfir sort of goes, alright guys, we gotta go check this out. We can't be leaving like portals to the underworld, just sitting around there.
Ronwyn's just gonna look at them and just go, not me. Not anymore. This is your fault. I'm gonna go find a nice little temple of tricksters and just be happy. And then just walk away.
You not so fast there, buddy. just tries to like pick him up.
Oh shit, Ronwyn's small.
Like picks
Yes,
him up by
he
the
is.
scruff. And starts like marching towards the temple. Come on, Scuggy.
Skycrawler will turn up.
Oh fuck! You tricksy bastard.
Alright, so Scuggle was just fucking vanished.
Ronwyn. Not
Oh,
Skog.
sorry, Ronwyn is literally fucking gone. No, get out of here.
Fine, nuts to all you. And Adfir just keeps walking off by himself then.
Alright, bear with me just a moment or two.
Mate, fucking Ash is loving life.
This is on the recording, is it not?
Yeah, it will be.
So, lucky viewers, gonna call that there for your character.
Yeah.
Not coming back.
Nope.
Least dramatic character ending we've had pretty much ever.
Well, I mean, yeah, like normally they die.
Yeah, that is a habit we have. I think, unlike, possibly, from what I can gather, unlike many other DMs, I do tend to see characters leave by dying rather than retiring. We also burn through characters far faster than most people, as far as I can tell. Anyway,
I seem to, anyway.
Adfir is probably going to meet your new character in said ruins.
That makes
Also
sense, yeah. Because new character is part of the Brotherhood, so might have
Exactly.
come to investigate.
Investigate, collect these idiots. These things have happened.
Yeah.
So I'm going to throw you back in. You can change your name on Roll20 things, and I'll hit show character so they see him. And then I'd ask you to, if you can, just roleplay a little bit with some voices for introduction. And Oro, in his wisdom, believes the reason that this demon has appeared is due to the fact that previously the Temple of the Sovereign was a bulwark against such things occurring. However, now it's been desecrated. It is literally the opposite, so it's presenting an easy way for these demons and or fiends to enter this plane of resistance.
Yeah, so all the like...
He thinks the effect will lessen with time, not an awful lot to be done about it. What are you going to do? There we go. Anyway, we'll roll back with that.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yep.
I keep seeing builds for very specific damage types.
Alright, Bronwyn is nowhere to be seen. After some time of searching, you resign yourself to the fact that he may well really be gone.
Forever.
That remains to be seen.
What about the other Roman?
Him too?
Apparently so.
They travel
And
together.
But what about the other Roman? The other Roman?
All of them are gone.
All the Romans.
No.
No!
As Adfir is frantically searching,
For his best friend. Who's just gone, fuck you, I'm leaving.
Well,
he sees a figure striding across the square before the ruins of the temple, towards the temple, in a meaningful manner. A hooded figure. A very tall hooded figure, in fact.
Oh yeah.
as tall as Adfir?
How tall is Adfir?
That's a good question. One sec. He is 7'9".
Not as tall as Adfir, but comparable.
Yeah.
I did not realise Adfir was that tall.
He's a
Neither did
tall
I.
boy.
I wanted to be the
Furbolg's
tallest.
a big man.
Yeah, furbolgs are big.
Big furry lump. So, tall hooded figure is striding across the square.
Hey there, buddy. Did you see a little gnome fella running around here?
The figure pauses and turns and walks towards you.
Was it you that caused all of this fire nonsense? Was that you?
No, it was this guy, and I hold up the skull.
Well, no, it's just I heard about a guy talking and then the fire happened and then that's why the fire thing that you're holding came. It's really all kind of messed up now.
I mean, I do a lot of talking. I am a cloud speaker. Kind of my job.
Good.
So,
So I have
maybe.
found you then.
Uh-oh.
Why did you make them attack the temple?
I didn't want them to be back anyone. I just wanted them to be like, yay, Yingtor. That's what I was going for. Everyone turns it into, like, from yay, Yingtor into, like, boo, sovereign. And everything got out of control. And it's not what I wanted at all.
I thought you said that you wanted them to tear down all temples that didn't praise Yingtor. That's what you said.
I never said that.
That's what he...
I mean,
said
anyone
that-
would say that
Dog
after the
his head in
fact.
his hands, just like shaking.
You said you wanted them to call down lightning and destroy everything that wasn't Yingtor.
No, I didn't. You were there.
I know, and I was there, and that's what you said.
Oh, I'm gonna backhand you, boy.
Is he buying it? Do we know?
Am I buying it? What?
I mean, you tell me.
Insight check.
Oh wait, no, I need to roll these publicly now. How? Always whisper? No, never whisper.
Alright, is his name.
Perception.
I shall call him.
I am 100% buying it.
Yes.
Oro is sold.
Well, the little child seems to be... I can't see any reason that he'd lie to me about something like this.
He lies about everything.
Well, I can't
not
trust
true.
someone who's encouraging citizens to burn down temples.
Exactly. You can't be trusted.
Watch this. Scuggy, how tall are you?
Average.
I mean, he
That's-
is
See, that's
average
bullshit.
height.
Look at him. He's so tiny.
Yeah, I'm a kid. Supposed to be tiny.
At this stage, I just realised that apparently Adfir has no concept of like age and or growth.
Yeah.
He's lived alone for a long while. He just thinks people just like sprout up one day. He's never been around people long enough to see them actually grow.
Sounds like the ideal person to be a preacher, really.
Yeah. Yeah, I think.
He's been wandering the wilderness for several years.
That would explain the writing on the leaves.
Yep. Just be glad he can write.
Would have been.
Have you or have you not seen my best friend?
Who's your best friend?
The little gnome guy.
Once, but that was back at the Brotherhood.
Oh, are you Brotherhood as well?
Yes, and that's why I know that the Sovereign was Baron's religion. And you just burnt down that temple.
Hey, now listen, I didn't burn down nothing. In fact, I'm going over there right now to put an end to this.
Well, me too, after you.
Fine. Okay. Thank you. And yeah, walks off.
Convinced.
Yeah, heading over to the temple then.
Alright, you wander over into the ruins of the temple. And it doesn't appear to be that much of significance. There's a lot of rubble. You can kind of still make out the area what we would have probably called the, I guess the Great Hall-ish area, where the praying and the shenanigans go down. And you can see the top of this area where you'd assume there would be some kind of altar and or I don't know, statue, maybe the sovereign, something along these lines.
Mm.
And there's an out there, but a big cracked hole in the ground.
Is there anything like in the hole or coming out of the hole?
It's a pretty big crack where it looks like there was some kind of bang, like possibly the center of the explosion, but nothing in particular.
I would like to sort of like look around the temple to see if I can find sort of any like origin of the fire demon.
How deep is the hole?
Not very. Like it's a crack about 3 inches wide and about 6 inches deep.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Does it look like the
Adfir.
crack was caused by the demon or by the looting?
By the explosion, most likely.
By the explosion, most likely.
Interesting. Well, what if? And like, Aura's just gonna turn to. He doesn't even know his name, but the stupid lying one. So he looks right at Adfir.
Yes.
And just says, I think these temples were some sort of barrier to stop demon shit like that being here. So when you sent a bunch of crazy lunatic looters into the temple, that barrier is broken, and now you're going to have to nearly get killed by demons every single day.
As long as it's only nearly.
Is there nothing we can do?
Is there nothing we can do?
Adfir, like, how long does it take me to do? I think. Adfir would like to kneel down. He's gonna close his eyes, clasp his hands together, and cast divination. And
What's the question you ask of your god?
Adfir would like to ask, Great Yingtor, I'm so sorry. How do I stop these demons from attacking these people?
All right, as Adfir prays on his knees, distraught, occasionally banging his fists on the ground in frustration, a message appears before him, written in the dust of the explosion before him, and written out in very rough handwriting. Before you, Adfir, are the words "Build my temple."
All right. Adfir, like just jumps to his feet, and he's like, "I know what to do. He told me what to do." And Adfir rushes in, just rushes into town, and starts like trying to find the biggest gathering of people he can find.
Oh shit!
This went so well last time.
This can only end well.
Yeah, never started a crusade before.
I mean, it could only get better.
So you say.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. That is not a challenge. I am 100% aware everything can get worse.
Lol.
Alrighty.
Like, as I guess Skug and Oro are just following Adfir, Oro just turns to Skug and goes, I think all this stuff might just get better with time, but who knows? It's more fun if he's scared.
Yep. Skug's just gonna skip down the road after him, just having the fucking time of his life, mate.
He met a fire god.
Yep.
You find the biggest crowd of people you can.
Adfir, like, he just like kicks over a box or a barrel or something, like jumps on top, uses thaumaturgy to amplify his voice. He casts light all around him.
I'm going to drop you this image for effect. Don't worry too much about the angry mob.
Oh fuck! That's not ominous. Yeah, Adfir jumps up on some crates or barrels. He casts light behind him to like backdrop him with like a shimmering aura, and then casts thaumaturgy to amplify his voice, and goes, "People, the great and mighty Yingtar has spoken to me. We must replace the temple that was sundered and prevent the demon incursions. Come with me, people. Come with me and rebuild."
How's that work?
Yeah, that was just good.
Roll the persuasion with advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Whilst he's doing this, can Skuggle cast minor illusion to make him look like a clown?
Oh, fuck you.
Excuse me?
Someone's mad.
I was hoping for more than 13.
Alright, the crowd response isn't quite as dramatic as it once was with your when you spoke words of rage. However, there are many slightly more reasonable looking people who are thoroughly enthused by the idea that they might have a temple to pray at yet again. And they follow you in a slightly more calm crowd than you're previously used to.
You know what? I prefer that. Actually, that this is a better start. This is a more constructive start.
But the raging mob.
I don't like the raging mob.
There's only one fire demon.
Yeah, so Adfir is gonna... I mean, he's gonna bankroll it himself as well, and is gonna sort of like...
Whoops.
Deleted the wrong one there.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna try and start like rebuilding it over the next, or at least start the process of rebuilding it with the people around.
Alright, Adfir, you soon set two. Do you have any kind of idea of how to set about building any kind of structure?
This is where we need Andy, really.
Adfir, I mean, the only tool I'm proficient with is the pan flute. So I'm kind of
You say the pan flute,
the
Yep.
pan flute.
as in a flute.
A flute, yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, Adfir is more going for a very sort of like low key feel. Probably maybe not that many levels, but it's probably more hoping that some among his followers are like carpenters, artisans,
Alright.
or like
Adfir does what clearly he would do, being the kind
Delegate.
of guy. And
Ad-
asks, he
Adfir's
asks,
the big picture guy. He's not the details man.
He asks for input from his loyal fellow followers of Young Tor, and they collectively agree on a number of factors that this temple has to have.
No holes
One
in the
way-
floor.
One of which is it has to be open to the sky.
Oh hell yeah!
So roofs are out. Secondly, they agree that then there needs to be seats.
Hmm.
And lastly, they agree that there needs to be some kind of tall structure to give it a bit of focus.
Like a lightning rod.
Exactly.
Yes. This can only end well. Do it.
After some time,
So essentially what you need
after-
is a courtyard and a lightning rod.
Adfir's eyes bulge on the idea of a
suggests
lightning
that
rod
the,
as the focus of a temple.
Is
All
that
right. After, sorry, Scott, go on.
he suggests that all initiates should also wear lots of metal, as that brings them closer to Young Tor.
I mean, that's what Adfir's been doing this entire time.
So Adfir founds his temple of Young Tor. The people with him, there are some shipwrights amongst them, and upon realizing the request for this tall structure, they gather. The shipwrights amongst the followers gather in a gaggle, and after a short while, they return to the group and they say they claim to have a brilliant idea. They then recruit probably a dozen or so of the sort of strongest looking people there and head for the docks. And
This is how land boats are
about an
built.
hour later, they return
With a
proudly present the largest mast stock bit of wood they could find. Essentially a ship's mast, but not yet built into a ship's mast. So just a really, really long, tall bit of round wood.
Mm-hmm.
Pushing like 45 feet, maybe. And they set about sort of dropping it into a hole so it stands tall. They start digging a hole, and also while they're digging the hole, they set to sheathing it in copper plates
Yeah.
and put a little copper spike on the end of it. And before long, you have you're probably getting over 30 feet tall, massive copper spike in the middle of your new temple.
Yeah.
Following on from that, there's a kind of loggia going on with some seating in a circle around it. It's a big clear space in the middle, but then there's rows of seating in circles around it, and then behind that, a kind of covered area. That's at the moment. That's about it.
Okay. Yeah.
It's all pretty rough and ready. Like the covered area is literally like posts with like some upright posts with like a very rough roof on it in a big circle around the outside, and then there's just rough benches. But it's structure and it's there.
I thought roofs were out.
What?
I thought we weren't
Roofs were
having
out.
roofs because of all
Oh
the,
no, they just got, so it's just like it's a single. It's probably only about 8 feet across, and then it's a continuous circle around the outside. Just to give some kind of boundary. It's still like it's got no walls. It's still pretty open.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
The center of the temple is still definitely open to the sky.
Okay. Our Adfir would like to start like holding services at the temple, as it's getting towards dusk, and every night, and just to start like trying to build a bit of a flock and a little bit of a regular attendance to the temple, whilst he's still here.
All right. So over the next couple of days, Adfir holds regular sermons. Before long, you have a collection of about half a dozen of the most devout followers of Young Torah of the city, who have taken up to living in. They've built themselves makeshift homes in the burnt out ruins of the buildings across the square, and they're living there as a group, and they're dressing in simple habits, and they've declared themselves monks of Young Torah.
Yeah.
Nice. Can Skug convince him to wear lots of metal
Roll persuasion.
with advantage, maybe because Adfir wears a lot of metal? Yes.
No.
If I point that out.
You can have a +1.
Okay. 14.
Bear with me just a second.
I get a fucking +7 to persuasion, and I rolled a fucking 13.
Alright. One of the number of the half a dozen is soon unconvinced by your suggestion. However, he is soon shouted down by his comrades.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
None of them beat your persuasion roll.
It's like Barons being reborn.
Before long, they are all adorning themselves. It would appear their chosen style is like kind of bell helmets, so they're perfectly round semicircle on top with straight sides coming down.
Mm-hmm.
They wear bell helmets and lots of copper wristbands and like braces and stuff.
Adfir sees nothing wrong with this.
And it's all copper.
What I'm hearing here is that they're all walking around a lightning rod covered in metal.
Covered in copper specifically.
Yes. This can only end fantastically.
Starting to get the feeling that people who worship lightning are idiots.
No, we just live life on the edge.
They also are before long appear to have taken to carrying flails.
Yeah.
Which appear to be a sort of a fist-sized copper ball, completely smooth, mind, on the end of a bit of like thick copper wire with a wooden handle.
Is a wooden handle
Yes.
shaped like a lightning bolt?
It is not. They tend to be carved.
Sorry, that comes next.
Still time.
Alrighty. I mean, yeah. Whilst we're still here and we're still waiting for like,
So after the couple of days are up and your weird little congregation of copper-clad monks has set themselves up, before long, your cohorts return declaring they have found passage to Kirkwall.
nice. I would like to, before we leave, I would like to pull aside the most trustworthy and the most devout follower, and I'm just going to hand him a bag of 100 gold, and
His
then
name
just
is
say, "Alrighty, Jim, old Jimmy boy, I've seen it. I've seen it in you. You got the light of Yingtor there, buddy. You just gotta share it with the people. You gotta believe, okay? Light, love, then lightning. All right?
And the holy
Stick with
word
that,
of
you
the...
can't go wrong. This is for the upkeep of the temple. Next time I come here, I want to see that lightning rod twice as high." And then I will pat him on the shoulder and then leave.
Grand. You all hop on a relatively nondescript-looking merchant vessel and set to on your way to Kirkwall. Believe it or not, it is actually a relatively uneventful trip.
Oh my god.
There's always a worry.
You can feel the tension there.
It's so tense.
Alright. By this point, during the journey, Oro has clarified that he's a member of the Brotherhood of Beren. He's been so for some time. And he was sent to find out what the fuck was going on in Amaranthine and why you've been delayed, and also bring you back.
Oh.
He's very vague about how he got there.
Why didn't you say so, buddy?
I was just... There was all the fire and the...
It's convenient for you,
Just wanted to
but within like
sort of scare the shit out of you a little bit to stop you burning down temples.
I did not burn down anything. I was trying to stop it.
He's a liar.
Every single smack Skugwall.
Alright, you clip Skog on the Skog rolled deck save.
Ah, mate, I can do this. Nope, I can't do this.
Nope. Alright, you catch him square on the eel.
Pow!
He attempts to duck and fails epically.
With my ring hand.
Oh man, that's brutal.
Skog, you have what I believe is known as a thick ear.
A thick ear. Is it thick with a double C?
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's got curves.
Okay.
Alright, you find the Aura leads you to the headquarters of the Brotherhood of Beren in Kirkwall. You duly note the fact that it seems to be some kind of large, rambling sort of townhouse-esque thing, but it does have a tower, and it looks like someone has gone to great efforts to increase the height of the spire on top of the tower. To try to, in what would appear to be an attempt to make it the tallest structure in the town.
Excellent. That's everything you ever wanted.
On there's a hive of activity within. There's loads of people, lots going on, and after some time, you kind of enter, and no one really notices you for a while, and then after some time, Brother Rondo is sort of marching through the kind of entrance hall, and spots you, and grabs you immediately. Oh, you made it then.
Oro rolls his eyes.
Oh, it's the ghost man, but in real life.
The ghost man, but in real life.
Oh,
This
we have
guy.
much to discuss. Come hither, come hither.
Okay.
Into my office.
Hesitantly follows.
Brother Rondo kind of shepherds you all into his office before sort of actually looking behind him as if to check out if anyone else is seeing what's going on. And in his office is basically just a disorganized library, absolutely full of books.
Makes a lot of sense. A lot of eccentric people are surrounded by books.
Books make people crazy.
Not wrong, books.
Adfir doesn't read.
I thought that was just he couldn't.
Nah,
Somehow he
it's all
can
off the
write,
top of the
though.
dome. He's more of a like do as I say, not as I do sort of guy.
Somehow this doesn't surprise me.
So he informs you. He says, "I've been looking into your quest, and I believe I may have some information.
Go
What do you
on.
know about the sovereign?
Bit of a dick.
He used to run the show before the whole incident in the with the Baron and so on.
Common misconception, as I'm sure Brother Oro will be pleased to announce. Baron was in fact a follower of the sovereign.
I already mentioned that to them after they burned down a sovereign temple.
Yes, I heard about that. Questionable, but there you go.
Didn't burn it down.
Oro just looks at him. And then looks at Skug and Skug, I imagine, is just nodding, just quietly in the corner.
He's like doing minor illusion of Adfir, altering them to burn down the the temple.
I imagine of him just like pointing his finger at the temple and like shouting out, ready.
Yes, exactly that.
Who knows their imperial history?
Ooh.
No.
Skuggle was going to put his hand up. He doesn't, but he's going to put his hand up anyway.
Ah, yes. Can you name the 3 parts, organizations that made up the Imperial Creed?
The post office. No.
Oro is going to silence him and swiftly correct him with this handily placed piece of information.
Oh man, I need to make that bigger. I can't read it.
Click on it, it'll get bigger.
Oh yeah.
Suddenly.
Wait, Cult of the Silver
Kool-Aid
Flame.
guy.
There's a military bit. The Church of the Sovereign. That was the temple that you burnt down, Adfir. And the Path of Light, which I've never heard of before.
Ah, yes. Well.
Also, the most important bit, the Inquisition. Baron's bit.
Yes. Well, as I'm sure you're all aware, things have changed in the last couple of decades, and it's not quite what it once was. However, the Path of Light still exists, and this is where things are interesting. You see, they have a prophecy of the return of their founder,
Baron?
a man by the name of Skane.
Skane.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's not a very heroic name.
Sounds like a bad guy.
I've been reading up what I can find on this prophecy, because I found mention of a ring, and this prophecy in the same context. I believe this may have something to do with the ring with which you hunt. That which you hunt. Yes, that.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
However, since the Empire has turned rather more fanatical than it once was, the slightly less dramatic Path of Light has lost favour. As such, finding more information on their prophecy has proved exceedingly difficult. How so? I have a proposition.
Do you want us to get it?
We need to find out more. And the best place to do that would be the Lighthold.
Sounds like the opposite to the Wither Pit.
It does, doesn't it?
He pulls out a map of the world and points to Kirkwall. We are here, as I'm sure you all know.
Yes.
And the Lighthold is to the north, on the boundary of the Imperium, in the 100 Pillars. Any questions?
So we just we need to find So we need to find the.
The Lighthold is the origin, the original seat of where the Path of Light, where they live. They're not a large group. I believe this is where you'll find the information we need on this mysterious Skane and his prophesied return.
Skargorgl is nodding, even though he doesn't quite understand what's going on.
Do you follow?
Yep. Yes.
Excellent. I knew you were a bright one when I saw you the first time.
Or just agrees, just like points average is smarter than this one.
Lovely. So yeah, next objective. The leader Skane might be coming back. We need to find out from the Lighthold in 100 pillars. Cool. So what you want to do? What you want us to do when we get there? Do you want us to just find out stuff, or do you want us to
Well, I don't believe they're violent, so murder may be a bit excessive. Largely, we need to find out more about this Skane fellow and what his return may mean.
Okay. Does the prophecy say if he's a solid fella? Does he seem like an alright guy?
The only other mention of a Skane I can find is in a history of the Empire itself, which, as far as I can tell, seems to indicate that, well, let's try this the other way. Who knows who Horst was?
Horse?
Horst. Who wants to roll me a history check?
I'll try.
Try. Guess I pulled it up. I found it on like a pub quiz or something. Nope.
Skunk?
Just having a look for where history is. I can never remember. Oh, it's in fucking vertical order now.
The
Isn't
skill, mate.
it? Well, I'm just used to trying to
I don't know why every D&D character I have, I roll better on intelligence skills if I have less intelligence.
It's a prophecy. I don't know what kind of prophecy, but it definitely is. So, Oro, fucking know-it-all that he is, apparently, proudly responds that Horst, otherwise known as Horst the Great, was a founder of the Imperium.
Why was he so great?
They founded the Imperium.
I'm not convinced.
So
would
What do you
he
mean
would have
not?
been the first sovereign then, wouldn't he?
No. The sovereign is not the emperor.
What?
I'm assuming the emperor is above the sovereign. The sovereign is the head of the church.
The sovereign is God.
Sovereign is
differently.
God.
I thought that it was like a man god sort of thing.
Nope. Never has been.
I was clearly paying attention when this was explained at the start of the last campaign.
Clearly.
I will refer you back to your introduction to the Second Age. If we come to the Imperium, it specifically dictates that the Emperor was outraged at the cult of the Silver Flame seizing control of the state and became the ex-Emperor because he fell out with the church because he was definitely not the sovereign.
Okay. Yeah.
Church state, different things.
Yep. Yeah.
So, Brother Rondo continues his history lesson. And I can't do that voice anymore because I've got a sore throat already, so I'm just going to speak normally. Through his slightly drier rendition, he informs you with great glee that Horst the Great was actually potentially not quite so great in the modern sense of the word. He was actually a barbarian from the High Reaches.
Ah.
leader of a large group of barbarians, in fact. And essentially, they were bigger and tougher than most other people. He was able to unite said barbarians, and with a fairly angry horde of hairy men, conquer pretty much all the land around the Nosen Bay, which is sort of everything around this area. So high reaches down to what sort of modern day Byzantium, and then all the way up to the Eyes of Nosen over here.
Mm-hmm.
And in doing so, the references he can find is that he actually met Skane in this process. Skane came to him and proposed that he should essentially adopt his religion. Skane was essentially preaching the word of the sovereign before the church was really an established thing. There's very little known about Skane other than that, and he was the first high priest of the Church of the Sovereign.
Shit, son.
That's pretty much all the reference there is.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's all you've really been able to establish. Rondo can't tell you more, so he knows Skane. He's pretty sure Skane's a real person, has lived at some point in the past. Essentially founded the Church of the Sovereign, as far as you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
And it would appear the Path of Light have a prophecy in which he returns, and this in some way references and or mentions some kind of speaking ring.
Mm-hmm.
You've definitely come across a speaking ring before. This is a concern.
Probably should have held on to
In
the
order to find
characters that
out
held on to
more
that.
In order to find out more about this mysterious speaking ring and Skane, he is asking you to head to the Light Hold, which is somewhere deep within the 100 Pillars. Over here.
Are there actually 100 pillars, do we know?
Roll nature.
Oh. I don't think in 3 campaigns anyone's ever had to roll nature.
I'm pretty sure someone's rolled it at some point.
I do not know what that means.
Brother Rondo tuts at your ignorance, and for your benefit, he presents you all. After a good 10 minutes searching for the correct book, presents you with a sketch of that's a traveller once did with 100 pillars to give you an idea of what that actually vaguely looks like, and for your benefit.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's cool.
So not really pillars in the correct sense of the word, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I would look at that place, call it something along those lines.
Yeah, I mean, that's a bit
Either that or kindling. No. Lots of trees there.
All right.
So yeah, that's the 100 pillars. So Rondo informs you 100 pillars is essentially a mountain range of sorts with the kind of lower areas are pretty temperate. Getting on for kind of wetlands, jungle style area. But as you get near the middle, the elevation increases dramatically and it gets colder.
Okay.
From what you can gather, the light hold is somewhere in this colder region in the centre of the 100 pillars.
Right.
And that's where he would like you to go.
Okay.
And with that, unless you have any further questions for Brother Rondo,
Can Skoggle try and pick his pocket?
Adfir just doesn't want to be around him anymore.
roll sleight of hand.
Can I try and stop Skugwoggle pickpocketing?
Roll perception.
Fuck.
No, Oro is not aware. Skoggle roll, you successfully pickpocket 2 gold pieces, a small sharp stick, and a slightly chewed sweet.
Do I get any lint?
No lint.
Damn.
There appears to be a hole in the bottom, very bottom, sort of pointy corner of the pocket, so all the lint falls out.
There's a hole in his pocket, is there?
I feel like
Got
these
one
are
of
gonna
them
be-
robes.
Do you say small, sharp stick? Yeah,
Small sharp stick.
chewed sweet.
About 4 inches long. It appears to have been sharpened to a point for some unknown purpose.
It's a fucking Bronwyn spent some time in prison. Skullgorgor knows a shank when he finds one.
You mean Rondo?
Rondo even.
So Ronwin is fucking absentee. Bro.
Yeah, my bad.
No one knows what that fucker is.
I don't even know. He's gone.
Only I know now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he blinked away, but he didn't blink back. He's on a whole
Alright.
new plane of existence now, boys.
I will call that there. I think.
Look at it.
So yeah, don't want to get too steaming ahead without the rest of the party present. So I think there's a bit of expedition there to catch up on, but otherwise they'll be all good.
I feel good. I think like we've managed to right a good amount of the wrongs that were done.
I can't wait until we come back and find that the church is just everybody's dead. Just everybody's been struck by lightning and are just.
We only
horrific.
convinced 5 or 6 people to put on
There,
the lightning
it's a
suits.
slow burn.
Fun fact reminder. Still lacking any kind of explanation as to what the fuck happened that was dramatic enough for you to see the explosion from halfway across the continent.
Yeah, we're still not sure about that. I kind of wanted because I knew we
Probably
were going to
fine.
speak. I knew we were going to speak with the prophet, so I figured we'd cover that maybe with the rest of the party present.
Indeed.
Where was that? Yeah, I was just making note of that.
Skug is just hoping that whatever it was, he can recreate it at a later date.
Ideal.
That's a good session. I'm excited. I'm excited to see where this is going to go.
There is now a structure.
Yeah.
I do
Good
not
stuff.
have the plot hooks for the remainder of their campaign. That's not to say it's not going to be. That's not to say it's going to happen like very quickly or anything. But I do
It's
know.
like next session is the last one.
I do know. I do know have a good idea of the broad strokes of kind of how this is going to piece together.
Okay, yeah.
Because believe it or not,
Did you lose track of where this is going? Was it when we all killed ourselves, or was it?
yeah, exactly that point. When the TPK was literally the point where I was like, huh.
Yeah, rolling that 5 really messed things up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, was it when
good.
you gave us a choice? And
Was it when you said one of you's going to die, and we just went, yeah, or roll a 5 and it's fucking all of us, and then
yeah,
you did.
exactly.
Yeah. This is what happens when I roll a 5-sided dice.
Yeah.
Like, roll 20 facilitates some evil things, and apparently that's one of them.
Basically, what happened is that you went to us. We're going to play some Russian roulette, and we went, well, let's put bullets.
Yeah,
in all
but
the numbers,
yeah,
that way
load more
everybody-
barrels.
So you can say Russian roulette, but with 4 of you, but the 5th chamber does contain dynamite.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm on my 4th character of the campaign. I think now.
Jesus. The attrition we go through is nuts.
I don't even have a backup. I've got a sort of backup, but like,
Your backup is called Potato with the most painfully horrendous spelling ever.
but it's so good.
It's not, it's fucking stupid.
It's so good.
Ed has a pretty well fleshed out backup.
I've got 2 pretty decent. I've got 2 really good backup. I'm really happy with.
Dom has one that's...
I just don't have a name for one of them.
Dom has one that's not done, and Dan has one that's kind of done.
Yeah,
So
I had this problem where I made a backup and was like, "Oh, I don't want to do that."
So yeah, my backup was going to be a bugbear monk, and then the problem is that Andy is a bugbear, and I think Ed's backup is a monk. Am I right?
I've got another backup, which is a warlock,
Ah,
which I'm very excited to play at some point. Maybe not even in this campaign, but at some point, he's gonna probably be my next character.
Yeah, we're all about that.
I mean, with how squishy Adfir seems to be, I think there's a chance you might get to play him.
Adfir, I mean, it seems to be every campaign we need a martyr.
Three.
Fuck
Fuck
you,
you,
Dom.
Dom.
Oh god, we're awful at this.
That's close enough to Unison.